Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. There's no camera, it is just me talking about this. So, yeah, are you guys here? Can you guys hear me? It's been such a long time since I streamed like this, so yeah, bear with me if anything is not showing up. And guys, subscribe. You just need to subscribe for 1 minute and then you can type in chat. Remember to hit the subscribe button. So, yeah, today's focus is I really want to talk about what's currently happening in the Japanese Pokemon card market. And, this email dropped a couple of hours ago. And, hey, thank you, Chris. So yeah, I've been wanting to. I wasn't going to make a video today, but hey, seeing this thing dropped, I went on to the Pokemon Center. So basically, Battle Partners is actually live on Pokemon Center. You can actually pre-order them live, but there is a huge wait. There's a long waiting line to get into the Pokemon Center website in Japan. And why is everyone so hyped about this set? It's actually not the Battle Booster box, but rather the Iono card. So basically, if you buy a booster box of 30 packs, you get a free promo card. The Iono promo card is free. It just comes with your order. So, everyone is flocking to the Pokemon Center and they're just buying tons and tons and tons of these. Well, actually, the other way around. Tons of people are flocking there to buy tons of these because there's a limit. Now, I waited in line for around 5 hours, 45 hours, and I was able to get one booster box and one of these Elite Trainer box looking stuff. The Lily as well as the N's blister boxes were sold out the moment I got there. I wasn't able even to press into it. It just says it's sold out. I think N was sold out just the moment that I got in, and so on. So if you look at this set, and I really want to go into it. To be very honest, like I said, I'm not really a big fan of these Gym Hero. 4 to 5, not 45. 4 to 5 hours. Yeah, it's not lottery anymore. Basically, you go in, you line up, and once you're into the website, you get to order a limit of 1. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So if you guys haven't done so, do start lining up because I do think that these boxes will sell out. And, I really want to make a video to really answer some of your questions as well as to make a bit of a comparison between what I see now and the Terrestrial Festival. And things are turning out to be very, very different. And yeah, and here's the card that everyone wants. And it's telling me about something. So, let's get into it first. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about my thoughts. And then later on, I'm going to answer all of your questions. So, this is the first time in around a year and a half since the Pokemon Center needs to line up for that long. Usually, the wait time is around 1 hour. But this time it was way long. Usually the wait time is 1 minute. This time is way longer. It's more than 1 hour. And basically, your screen will not change until you reach the 1 hour mark. So basically, let me see if I can add in the photo here. Let me see if I can add a source. Give me a second. I'll show you guys. Yep, I wasn't prepared for this, so bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Doing this on the go, on the go, on the go. File, save as. Bear with me, bear with me. You guys know I haven't actually made any live stream for a very long time. So, yeah, bear with me. Okay. I got it up here. Yeah, all right. So basically, if you go onto the Pokemon Center website, this is the thing you'll find. You will have this little person figure right at the start there, and it will tell you your wait time is more than 1 hour. So what you actually have to do is to open that web page and don't close it. And this little man is going to move slowly from this side all the way to this side. But even though if you're halfway, it doesn't mean anything. Your wait time is still going to be an hour or more. Now, once it gets down to less than 1 hour, that's when this red text is going to change. It's going to say, okay, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and then it'll start finally counting down. But before that 1 hour mark, you don't even know how long you have to wait. So this is pretty crazy. And I mean, at least I know bots are not buying them out. But whether they're real people waiting, I'm not sure. Whether, you know, people are opening different browsers or VPNs to wait, that's a different story. You know, I've been waiting on my, you know, desktop computer, the one that I'm streaming at, for 3-ish hour, and it's still more than 1 hour wait. I was able to get in with a browser open on my phone. So, you know, some people may be able to line up a couple of times. But that's the thing that I really want to talk about in this video, is that I haven't actually seen these line up for a very, very long time. I mean, when a new item is dropped, usually, especially the time when the gold and silver 25th anniversary merchandise was dropped on the Pokemon Center Japan website, there was a wait time of around 5 minutes or so. You know, I've never seen a wait time for more than 1 hour. It's been so long time. And this is given that Terrestrial Festival was available for purchase, you know, up until the day of release, actually the day before the date of release, at MSRP, and everyone can still buy 5 booster box. But this set, Battle Partner, you know, you can only buy 1 per box, and the wait time is crazy. You know, back then, Terrestrial Festival, you don't have to wait. And here it got me thinking, is it because of the promo card, or is it because of Battle Partners? Because a lot of Japanese sellers are actually opening pre-orders and selling this at around, you know, that $55 price range. So I have a feeling it is because of the promo more than the Battle Partner. And I think the first thing to get sold out was not the booster box, but the Lily and the Ends blister pack. And to me, I feel like this is genuine. This is quite genuine. This is quite genuine hype with Japanese cards. And this is not people's. I want to say it's not people scalping, because yeah, to me, a lot of people are interested in Japanese cards. They have their eyes on the Japanese cards. And actually, just yesterday, someone in Japan was telling me, one of my students is in Japan, and even at the Japanese Pokemon Center, there's a line. Yeah. So let me see if I can show you guys that picture. Do I have it up here? No, I don't. But basically, when you get into the Pokemon Center in Japan, the physical center, they give you a ticket. And in that ticket, it will state a time and ask you to come back. So my student got there at around 1 p.m. and he got a ticket. And that ticket says 4 to 4:15 p.m. to come back. So he was like, I've never had to wait in line to shop. So basically had to go around, have some food, you know, do some other stuff, and then later on go back to the Pokemon Center just to line up to buy booster boxes. And a lot of the booster boxes were sold out, you know, to my surprise. Surging Spark, Super Electric Charge were sold out. People were spending a lot of money buying Shining Treasure EX. So I do think that Shining Treasure EX is going to be the next box that will start ticking off because of the cheap price range. Let me see what other boxes were there. Give me a second. Finding my students. So he told me that okay, what else was sold out? Surging Sparks, Super Electric Charge boxes were sold out. Terrestrial Festival were limited to 2 packs per person. The base set of Scarlet and Violet, one of them, were sold out. Surging Spark, not Surging Spark, Surging Rage was sold out. Obsidian Flame, or the Dark Ruler, was also sold out. We're seeing a lot of booster packs being sold out at the Japanese Pokemon Center, the physical center. So yeah, that's what I think. A lot of people are going to move into it. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because I think that we are gonna get another 2023 all over again. So yeah. So this video mainly is for you guys to ask some questions, but also to notify you that these are up for pre-order and you better go line up quickly, because I think, like, you know, a few hours later it might be gone. So let's take a look. Shrek Nast Day said it took me 3 hours to pre-order. Yeah, it took me a little longer than that. I think, you know, the moment I saw the email drop, you know, I clicked into it, and it still took a long time. Yeah, he corrected my mishearing. That was real crazy for a second. Yeah, it's 3 to 4 hours, or even longer. I think for me it was 4 to 5 hours. And I'm still waiting, and I'm on my computer and I'm waiting for it. And ooh, my updated, I can get in 57 minutes. So like I said, after 1 hour, they are going to have another countdown for it. Right, so promo cards. Be ready. A lot of promo card is going to skyrocket, especially for Japanese. If you guys have the Munch Pikachu, Munch Psyducks, many of these, keep them, because a lot of YouTubers are going to make a video on this, and people's eyes are going to focus on Japanese cards. And when that happens, we will see another buyout of many Japanese cards. Up to this point, we're just all waiting to get in to buy it. You know, I was able to put in one purchase, and the current limit is 1 per box. Oh, so one booster box per person. The Lily blister and blister were sold out. Yeah, so people are gonna go in to the Pokemon Center, and then they're just gonna start buying out everything. And I think that what is going to happen is every set released from now on until Glory of Team Rocket in Japan, things are gonna go crazy. And as these things happens, what we're gonna see is Pokemon Japan will try to print the shit out of many of these things, because the current tactic that Pokemon Center Japan is taking is they want people to go to Pokemon Center in Japan to be able to purchase packs or booster box at the Pokemon Center. So they'll definitely be keeping them in stock, unlike the Pokemon Center in the US, where, you know, it's always sold out and stuff. You know, they want to keep it in stock. So which set do you guys think that they will not print a lot of? If all the upcoming sets are being very, very hyped up. And I think that there is going to be some interesting spike in sets such as Surging Sparks, as well as Terrestrial Festival. They simply don't have the capacity to print all of these. Remember, they have to print the traditional Chinese cards. They have to print the simplified Chinese cards. And you know how crazy the simplified Chinese card market is right now with the release of 151. So, do you mean there will be reprint after another? I do believe that the main sets, especially Battle Partner, will get reprints, because, you know, Pokemon Center will definitely want to keep this set in stock. So there will be tons of reprint. Always love your content. How would you rank the announced sets so far for 2025 as far as investing of Japanese? Any stand out and save your capital and be heavier on? Waffle, what I would actually do is I would actually look at Team Rocket, not because I think it's a good set, but it's just that everyone likes it. You know, there's just so much hype surrounding it. So what I think is going to happen is that I will most likely order a couple of cases, maybe 4 to 6 booster cases of Glory of Team Rocket in English, and maybe there's 2 cases in Japanese. Because here's the thing. When a set is very popular in English, Japanese might actually be even higher. It might be even more expensive. Because here, I mean, you know that in English, we have distributors. You know, there is a set price that the distributor can sell at. But in Japan, things are very different. It's like the Wild West. You know, anyone with products can decide on the market value. There's no honor in wholesaling, you know, these sort of stuff. It's just market price. You know, there is a wholesale market price. There's a retail market price. But these are very fluctuating. You know, you don't get like the English set, which is always 40% less than MSRP. That's what you can get for distribution. So it's not like that. And because of that, I will focus a little bit more on English in this upcoming year than Japanese, because I just know Japanese market will be really, really hyped and crazy, and there's going to be a lot more gain and a lot more loss. It's not going to be as stable as the English side of things. What is your opinion on exclusive sets? Oops, I moved the box. Such as the sets produced in Hong Kong and China. Okay, so Hong Kong and China have 2 very different routes of distribution. Now, Hong Kong follows quite closely with the Japanese stuff. So, the way how Japanese cards are released, 1 booster case, there's 20 boxes of Terrestrial Festival. Hong Kong does the same. So Hong Kong/Taiwan does the same. China, on the other hand, does something different. A lot of people think that, China is playing catch up, but China's release is very, very irregular. So I do think that they're not really playing catch up, but they're just printing money. Whichever set makes money, they will print it. I'm really not aware about the competitive nature of Pokemon card in China. So I simply don't think that they're even trying to catch up. They're just looking at, ooh, Eevee Hero. Great set. Let's print some money. Ooh, Alolan and Friends. Let's print a simplified Chinese version. Let's get some money. Ooh, 151. Master Ball. Let's print some of our own type and get some money. So that's what I'm thinking in China. And a lot of people say, hey, collect Pokemon, can you get simplified Chinese cards? And I'm saying, I can ask around. Would I invest in them? Definitely no. I mean, look at Eevee Hero in Chinese or in simplified Chinese. It's still very affordable. It's still very cheap. And I think at the end of the day, there will be some collector saying that, oh, simplified Chinese, exclusive, looks cool. But they'll realize that it's not going to be that mainstream to collect. So yeah, I wouldn't invest in them, but if it was a short-term flip, be my guess. I think that it is, you still get a lot of money. All right, Rick Crispy. What about the past holiday special sets like VMAX, Climax, V-Star Universe, these stuff? Okay, so VMAX, Climax, V-Star Universe, I think it just takes time. These sets are like 3 years old. I think the oldest one is Shining Star, followed by VMAX, followed by V-Star. I think it needs another 2 to 3 years before we can actually judge whether they're good sets or not. And I think, currently they're just too new. There's just too many. This is still available, especially a lot of the single cards. If you look at the pop report, the PSA pop report of V-Star Universe, it's going to scare the shit out of you. Do you know how many PSA 10 of everything there is? So I just think it takes time for people to digest some of these cards. I think Pokemon Japan might stop selling the earlier SV sets and start mass producing the new sets. Yes, and I think that's exactly what's gonna happen, Leo. A lot of the older SV sets, they're not gonna reprint them. Things such as Ruler of Black Flame, Charizard. Can you believe it? That's the first set to sell out in the Japanese Pokemon Center. Yeah, yeah, I don't think they're printing those sets. I mean, they're changing rotation in January anyway, so I don't see them reprinting older sets. So some of them will definitely start popping up in price. Could you please tell us more about how Simplify and Mandarin is going to boom or is booming? To be very honest, the Goody, I don't personally think it is a good investment in the long run. In the short run, I think there are some play. I mean, people who have access to some of these simplified Chinese cards, they'll definitely be able to buy them. But you need to understand the mentality of people who play Pokemon card in China. Okay. First, China, is it rich? Yes, China is rich. But is everyone in China that rich to play Pokemon cards? To be very honest with you, a lot of the working class can actually not afford Pokemon cards. So, the people who are playing these Pokemon cards or making these Pokemon cards, they want to sell to people who can afford them. And those people who afford them are not kids who grew up with Pokemon. Those are people who like to flip things. They want to find investability in things. And so I think, with the announcement of the Mandarin or Simplified Chinese 151, it is just a money grabber. I do believe it is a money grabber. And they're going to print a lot of them. And they're going to create a lot of hype. Just like how they created a lot of hype with the Alolan and Friends box, as well as the Lily box back then. And maybe this time the hype will turn out good. Maybe it wouldn't. But to be very honest, is there that big of a demand for it? I mean, if you take a look at the exclusive traditional Chinese 5th anniversary set, the price is settling down at around $400 per box. I don't see it going up. There's a large supply of them being pumped out at PSA 10. So I simply think that in the long run, it's hard to say. But I'm not gonna, with so many opportunity on the English and Japanese side of things, I'm not gonna divert my money into the Mandarin sets. Okay. So thoughts on V-Star and Shining Star V, thoughts on Chicken Chihuahua on Christmas. Chicken Chihuahua on Christmas, that's great. I just had them like the other day. So V-Star Universe, I think VMAX Climax is going to be the next set to take off. But I just don't think that there is enough noise. You need to understand with Pokemon card, the downside is that people only buy what YouTubers are making video about. When people are making videos about Terrestrial Festival, they go buy Terrestrial Festival. When people make videos of Evolving Skies, they buy Evolving Skies. So I'm pretty sure when Krang Zenith or a lot of the English set are gonna take skyrocket, people are just gonna start opening VMAX Climax again. Yeah. 2 to 3 years, will Pokemon be in a bear market? Rick, I don't even think you need to wait 2 to 3 years. I think early 2026. Early 2026. Actually, late 2025, we're going to see a dip. And then we're going to have a build up on the 30th anniversary. So the cycle is going to be short, but there will be up and down, up and down. To be honest, there are many fake cards in China. Yes, there are many fake cards or even fake booster box that you can actually buy from China. But honestly, it's not just China, but you can get it at a lot of Asian country actually. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, let me do something about that one. Put user on timeout. Confirm and then remove. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get back to the comments. Went to Smiling Plaza. So for those of you that don't know, Smiling Plaza is a mall. It's a very sketchy mall in Hong Kong. So basically they have a lot of TCG products. Their toilets are totally disgusting, so make sure you pee before you go there. Their escalator is always broken, and everywhere kind of looks and smells like a bit of a sewage. But yeah. So, but there's a lot of card stores. Some card store focuses on One Piece, others on Pokemon. So do check that out. We'll likely be in Sinnoh Center tomorrow. Get a chance that you're off there. Yep, Sinnoh Center, there's a lot of new card stores. Some are actually not in the mall, but on like different floors. So you can check that out. I think some are on like the 7th floor or something like that. So you have to take the escalator up. TCG scenes here in Hong Kong is very expensive. In Hong Kong, like I said, a lot of people are very speculative of cards in Hong Kong. It's very difficult to offload any cards or any sort of investment unless you want to sell it at 50 or even 40% market price. So yeah, it's the buying market in Hong Kong is great. The selling one is shit. I also opened some terrestrial festival Chinese. Paul, no SAR, no guarantee on SAR in each box. There should be. I think the Chinese one should still have guarantee. PokeKid, love your content. Perfect, thank you. Ryan. Ant, why is there a queue in the Pokemon Center? Because this Iono is being given out for free. So when you buy the Battle Partner booster box, which is limited to 1 per person, you get this card for free. How much do promo cards usually go up in price? I'm not going to be in Japan till mid next year and want to grab her promo in a few cases. To be very honest, after the pandemic, after 2023, none of the promo went up in price. There has been a few promos like with Pikachus and things. They want to release those promo, but no one bought into it. I think the last time was, I can't remember. There was a Pikachu promo card that you buy a box and you get it. The hype wasn't there. The card was cheap. This card, I think it is going to be more than 10,000, if not 15,000 yen. Okay, woo, many comments. I remember being able to buy tons of Tag Team All-Stars at 50. Yep, you can. And it skyrocketed. Yeah, I think that we might actually see this happen with a lot of sets very soon. Especially when a lot of eyes are rushing back into Japanese side of things. Just want to say thank you. Please do these videos more often. Yeah, I should. Yeah, the reason my computer's webcam is not working at home, so or else I would have a live camera as well. Coco is not here. I will let her know. I think Coco is enjoying a house party right now because it's Christmas. Jackson, I'll let her know. Quite sure there's a hit in the box. Yeah, that's what I thought. Merry Christmas from Norway. Hey, your average player. Merry Christmas to you too. You better go and to the Pokemon Center and line up. Good stuff are dropping. I still have 39 minutes before I can get in again. So this live will go on another 30 minutes or so. So what's your thoughts on Nostalgic talking smack on you in Hit's latest video about your chapped lips? I didn't watch a lot of his video, to be honest. I think, how would I put it? I actually didn't watch her video, so I don't know how to comment on it. But most likely, I will go and watch it because I feel like some of his video is very, very repetitive. It's just buy this, buy that, and at the end of the day, a lot of Pokemon YouTubers want to make money in different way. And a lot of them, actually, I think Poke Office, Nostalgic, a lot of them are doing rip and ship. And, I feel like I'm way past that. I've done that. And, it was fun, it was tiring. I just don't want to do that anymore. I might do it for fun. But it is just not the path that I want to take. So they could do whatever they want, whatever makes them happy and whatever makes their fans happy, right? But yeah, I haven't watched a video, but I'll check that out. Let's see. Pink Eye, new game. Remember Dream League? Lily's Caferi, buy a box promo? Yeah. Nicole, I think, yeah. I feel like another waifu craze is coming up very, very soon, but definitely get this box. I mean, get this promo. I think the price will definitely go up. So let's take a look at this. Detective Pikachu. I quite like the way how Ivan Lopez is bringing up Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu is actually quite a solid set. I mean, but it's very niche. So you need to understand that even if a second Detective Pikachu movie is coming out, those cards will always be very niche. There will be people who buy them, but you know, I would suggest that you put it on like a buy it now on eBay rather than listing it on auction, because not a lot of people are going to, not many eyes are going to be on it. And I think I'm going to make a video talking about that. Okay, I don't have an account on Japanese Pokemon website. Can I make an account right now? If you can get in to the Pokemon Center website after the lineup, you can make an account because I will ask you to sign in or make an account. The new game, I think. Yep. Any thoughts on the long-term perspective of Detective Pikachu and Japanese promo cards? I think that Japanese promo cards will do very well, except for the COVID era promo cards, because a lot of the COVID era promo cards were printed to the ground. You know, I bought hundreds, maybe 150 copies of the illustrated Charizard. It didn't move at all. I think what we're seeing movement of is Nagaba, the Nagaba EVs. We are seeing a lot of movement on that, so do check that out. Oh my God, AWP Masters. You know, I haven't seen you for a long time. Do you think they'll print Battle Partner to the ground? Yes, they will. Is it easy to get on release day? No. You will definitely have to wait a few months in order to get Battle Partner. Remember Super Electric Charge Breaker or the Surging Spark in Japan? They had a reprint every single month. And, you know, the most recent reprint was just 2 weeks ago. I was able to pick up 2 cases at a affordable price, and so I think that, you know, they're gonna print it in the next few months, but at release it's not gonna have enough. Let's take a look at this. Discovered your channel a few weeks ago and your content is extremely natural and good. Thank you very much, Andres. Tokenomics is cringe. Are Chinese Pokemon cards going to the moon? No, it's not going to the moon. You know, it's hyped to the moon, but I don't think that the price will hold, you know. I mean, they're playing with the new formula, saying that it's exclusively to Chinese, but I don't know how exclusive is the exclusive. It might be the first to release this, but is it the only thing to release that? It's really hard to say. So I know they saw the success or the formula of the 5th anniversary exclusive Chinese. So they make the 1511. But I just don't know whether it's going to hold in price. Let's keep reading. Collect Pokemon is bigger in nostalgic nomics. Great, thank you. The Poke Office is niche. I do agree. Nomics, Nomic Mimic. I mean, how do you know how much time you still have to enter the queue? You don't until you are less than 1 hour away. So it will always say 1 hour and above until you're 1 hour, like less than 1 hour. Nicole wishes you have bought 10,000 more of those promos. Okay, yep. Sometimes he's quite cringe. But hey, I have to say Alex is very hardworking. He is definitely really hardworking, even though some of his content are quite repetitive, but you know, at least he's keeping it up, pumping out videos, pumping up you know, live stream, these sort of stuff. So, you know, I think he's really hardworking, and that's something that, you know, I could learn from. You know, I'm not as hardworking as him, you know, in terms of video making. I bought a CGC 10 Pristine 10 CP6 Misty. Oh, that's a nice one. Full art for 5. I actually, Rob, I actually don't know how much that card is going for in comparison to how much it was in 2023. So yeah, I don't know if you are gonna sell it at a loss or not. So yeah, I can't comment on that. I love to collect cards from Lily. Unfortunately, some of them are very expensive. Yeah, yeah, Lily. It's Lily. Doesn't matter. The price has dropped a lot already. At Lyra. So I think Lily, especially the hat Lily from Sun and Moon Collection Moon, they've dropped a lot. It's actually a really good buy. And if you're buying it, just buy the PSA 10. Don't buy the raw unless you want a binder version. I got my collection. Good. What new box is this? Battle Partners. Go and line up for 4 hours and you might be able to get one. You all know that the modern TCG newbies like OKJ should watch this channel. I mean, OKJ Love is it's interesting. I know Pokevolt watched my video. OKJ Love, I think he's trying to make very different types of video, which I do praise him because it's not easy. I mean, his edit, he hired an editor and everything else, so it's interesting. Battle Partner is still in stock. Oh, good. Falcon, thank you. I am going to see if I can get another box later on. Hey, is it planned to reprint SV8 soon? A reprint or a restock will happen on December 26th, so we're gonna see the price drop a little. I only watch you. Thank you. Falcon, look at BB. Are the booster box still available on? Okay, yeah. The collection file was gone like 2 hours ago when I got it. I think Lily was the first one to go, followed by N. Do you think it's worth waiting for a Terrestrial Festival reprint? I think that you might be able to wait until early 2025, like just before Prismatic Evolution is released. I think that would be a good time. I think a lot of people's eyes are going to be on Battle Partner, and Terrestrial Festival price is not going to move much from now on until the release of Prismatic Evolution. Hey, Collect, what's a good price for a Seal Terrestrial reprints on 26? I think anything around $75 you'll be fine. 75, yeah, 75 US dollar shipped, that would be good. If you can get it cheaper, that's good. How does the state of the economy, events, and crypto stock market? I always believe that when people make money in Bitcoin, they shift those money into Pokemon. It is that simple. And when Bitcoin is not doing well, and the stock market is not doing well, Pokemon will stagnate. I mean, it's not going to get a big drop, but it would stagnate. But you need to understand that you need to be able to understand whether we're in a bubble or not, because there are a lot of money being poured into Pokemon, but there's also half of these money are from genuine collectors. The other half is from investor, like short-term investor. So you have to really distinguish how much of the hype is from organic demand, how much is it just hype. And I think we are moving into the non-organic hype very, very soon. So do keep an eye out. But Ryan, I have to say, there's so many people playing Pokemon Pockets, in Hong Kong. I mean, a lot of the friends of my friends, they're all talking about Pokemon Pocket. They know that I'm a Pokemon YouTuber, and they're always like, hey, collect Pokemon. Do you play this? Do you have this? These sort of stuff. And a lot of them are just learning about real cards, about actual Pokemon cards, and how those actual Pokemon cards can make you money. Whereas if you buy Pokemon Pocket packs, you lose money. And I think a lot of people are starting to learn about Pokemon cards and even how to play Pokemon cards. So that's going to be interesting in the next few years, and see how those people grow. Please don't watch those investing YouTubers. Their purpose is to make money off YouTube. Today they tell you to buy this, tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Dagu. Hey, I am, in theory, I do tell about investing, but just in a much more, I would like to think of it as a different way. The promos that are being teased are going to be obtainable from where it is obtainable from the Pokemon Center. Whether they are available If you pre-order a booster case elsewhere, I'm not sure, but currently it is only available from the Pokemon Center. I have Lucario V. Ooh, I know that one. Leo, if you have made some money off it, I think you could sell that because, yes, it is a competition prize card, but at the same time, I know I'm gonna get hate for this, but it's just a Lucario. You know, it's not like it is popular, but it's not an Umbreon. If it was an Umbreon competition prize card, hold on to it. Lucario, as much as I want to say sometimes these cards are good, it's very niche. You have to find the right buyer. I mean, I have a Black Label Munch Pikachu. I mean, if I sell it and auction it off eBay, it might not get the price that I would if I was to get it in a private sale. So you have to really find the right buyer to buy your cards. It's growing really rapid. Thank you for your insight. Thank you, Ryan. Anthony, what boxes Terrestrial Festival being 70 and SPO being 45? Is it worth buying boxes anymore? Anthony, if you want to buy boxes and want to flip them, I don't think it's a good idea. You might as well just buy the singles. But if you are looking into really like long-term, 5 years or so, buy a box. Connor. Hong Kong market is not lively compared to West. Hong Kong market is dull. You know, it's just a one-off buy and sell. That's all. I mean, there's not much selling. It's just buying. Yeah, let's take a look at how my weight is. Oh, I still have 35 minutes. What? 34 minutes now. Lucario is A tier. Yeah, it's S tier. Yeah. Thanks for the advice. I'll sell it to afford new sets. Yeah, Leo, but like I said, make sure you find the right buyer because, you know, it can make a whole lot different. If you put it on eBay auction, you might actually get a really shit price because not a lot of eyes are on that card. That's why, you know, YouTubers, back then, I'm not sure if you guys heard of a YouTube person called Scott SM Pratt. He has some really high-end Pokemon cards, vintage, you know, he's really old vintage guy. Whenever he sells off cards, he always make a video and talk about the history and you get some noise. So people will go on eBay and look up that card and then he will sell it at, and then because of that, you know, there's more exposure, you get a higher price. So yeah. Thank you for the kind response. I opened 7 boxes, got an Espeon and Glaceon. The rest evolutions I bought on eBay because it's cheaper. That's, yeah, definitely the case. And to be very honest, I don't think the SAR Evolution and Terrestrial Festival are even that expensive. The Master Balls are. But, yeah, I mean, and even if you buy it off eBay, chances are it is a PSA 10 quality. So you'll be fine. I'm judging about the price of battle partners. Don't worry. Okay, so Nicole, this is usually what I do. You know, I have a set value for a set every time when it's released. So a lot of people ask, hey, collect Pokemon. Why are you buying Prismatic Evolution Elite Trainer Box at $80, $90? Why, are you stupid? No, because that's where I value that Elite Trainer Box to be at. And yes, I'm quite confident at my value because I've been in this hobby for long enough. Yeah, and when I see Terrestrial Festival, for example, being sold at around $50 US, I think that's a comfortable value. I think that it's going to be worth more than that value. So I don't look for cheaper deal actively. I don't go like, you know, let me wait for 45. Let me wait for 44 or something like that. So Nicole, what I would recommend is what value would you see Battle Partner at? For me, I see Battle Partner as a $40-45 US box. So chances are anything above that, I'm not going to invest a lot of money into it. I might buy a case and open it on the channel. That's pretty much it. So you have to set a value for new sets, you know, and that's from your experience. So using that, then, you know, you'll be way more comfortable and way happier when you buy stuff. All right. So, no scoper. No scoper. Remember, I still remember the days when I play Counter-Strike 1.6. No scoping, flicking the mouse. The SAR and Terrestrial Festival artwork are not as good as the one in EV Heroes, in my opinion. Well, it depends. Some people still think that the themes, the stories that the EV Hero one gives, Umbreon, at a city, night sky, these sort of stuff. It tells a much bigger story. It takes them to a context. Because if you remember the gym box, the EV Hero gym box, it's a bunch of EVs with its evolution living in a town. And so the theme of those SAR is what those EVs or evolutions are doing inside the town. Are they actually swimming? Are they actually, in a dessert house? Something like that. So the theme is totally different, Anthony. So, yeah, I think you're right in the sense that it's not as good because it's not as themed, in that sense. I can't wait for Battle Partners Lily SAR. The Lily SAR is going to be interesting, but at the same time, a lot of people, you can almost tell it's going to be a Lily and a Clefairy, and a lot of people are going to compare that to Dream League and Character Rare. And for me, I would keep an eye out on Character Rare. Just like when you are making a comparison between EV Heroes and Terrestrial Festival, later on, a lot of these battle partners or battle trainer cards, it's going to be made in comparison to the old Character Rare card. And if a YouTuber or if someone just starts to bring the idea the older one is better, it's going to be interesting to see how the price of the older one goes. So, I'm waiting for my Alteria to go up. I still have all 100 of them at PSA 10. Yep. So, how's my line? I'm still 30 minutes. It's a lie. That line, even though it's 30 minutes, is more than 30 minutes. So, yeah. All right. So that's my take. And there's 99 of you, and there's only 15 likes. There's 100 of you guys watching. Hit the like button and subscribe so you can leave some comment, guys. Yeah. But like I said, it's gonna be fun. Wait till Prismatic Evolution is released. Wait till 2 weeks in. A lot of people are gonna get their order cancelled. There's just so many inexperienced sellers currently in the Pokemon card market. Yeah. Want to know something interesting? Okay, tell me about it, No Scoper. Hey, Abdel. Yeah, I thought I had 39 minutes, but that 39 minutes is actually longer than 39 minutes. And I assume it's because people at the thing is in the website is taking a lot longer to buy everything. In Europe, Terrestrial Festival is around 85 euros. That's. Let me just check the conversion rate. Yeah, that's like 85 US dollar. Yeah, so yeah, I'm not surprised, especially with the import tax. You need to understand that a lot of the Japanese seller don't want to lower. So basically, when you import cards from elsewhere, or when you import anything from elsewhere, you guys will, the seller will have to provide a invoice. And when they provide the invoice, your European country will tax the buyer import tax based on that value. And here's the thing. Some countries, they're willing to lower the tax, but others are not. Not because they're afraid of the European Union chasing them down. It's because that they have a tax deduction. So in Japan, everything has sales tax. And these companies that export the Pokemon card out can get the sales tax as a deductible to their actual final taxation at the end of the year. So that's why they have to mark the full amount when they export the cards, or else they won't get a full tax deductible later on. So that's the reason. Yeah, taxes are harsh. Yeah, in Shanghai is around $58. Yeah, Shanghai 58 RMB. Yeah, at some 58 USD, right? Trump food too. Yeah. Your average rate, I have 25% import tax and duty fees. That's usually come out to be 10 to 13% on top. Ugh. Yeah, it's harsh. It's really harsh. I really hate those. But that's what that is. It's annoying, but if you actually is able to fly out of the country or whatever, I'm pretty sure there's other ways, but most likely it's hard to avoid tax if you buy directly from Japan, because Japanese seller will mark actual value, because that's the value that they get a deductible tax by. 430 RMB. Wow, that's very cheap. I think that's very cheap. I think chances are that a lot of these boxes are actually shipped to China. The earlier the stream of Terrestrial Festival, when you need to refresh more often. Oh, 24 minutes. Yeah. So yeah, like a lot of Terrestrial Festival in the early opening, it was a bunch of Chinese, mainland Chinese, that was selling to people in China on TikTok, but they didn't breach street dates because they just open it for them on the stream, and they're not going to ship out the cards until release date. So they got away with that. So yeah. I still think 85, but I still think it's worth 85. I would say this. If you like the single, buy the single cards. And if you buy it at €85 a box, keep it sealed, or just open it, just for fun. Don't just go all in and crazy about it. Tianhu, what's the best way to buy sealed case, you think? Depends on where, right? I mean, in Hong Kong, you can buy it at stores. Many stores offer sealed case. You can just buy the entire sealed case. If you find some Facebook seller that sells from Japan, you can buy sealed cases. Yeah, I mean, usually sealed cases do have a bit of a higher premium in Japan, but not in Hong Kong. So yeah, buying sealed cases on eBay, I would make sure that the seller is legit. So yeah. Is traditional Chinese Terrestrial Festival worth buying? Short answer, no. But if you like Chinese cards and you can read those Chinese cards and you feel like you want to open some Chinese cards for fun, yes. As an investment, that's a horrible idea. But for fun, for a cheap price of around 400 Hong Kong dollar, which is around, I don't know, how much is it in US? Let me check. It is around $50 US if you want to buy it. Yeah, that's fine. All right, PKMN promo, long time no see. Zeven and PKMN promo. Yeah, you guys used to always be here. That's great. I usually message single box seller and ask if they have case available, and then they'll sell it without case premium from my experience. Yeah, you could do that too. Will Prismatic Evolution overshadow the set in the American market? Yes. Okay, here's the thing. I think that people are going to get pissed off by Prismatic Evolution. A lot of people, I've seen this so many times back then in 2022, 2021. They can't get English stuff. They get pissed off. People are scalping, they just hate it. So they look towards Japanese cards. So Prismatic Evolution, will it overshadow the set? Yes and no. Prismatic Evolution is definitely a better set, But at the same time, I think a lot of people are going to buy into the hype and the FOMO, and that's that. Do you think a majority of the Japanese cards in China's are fake? Would you order booster box from there? Is too much of a risk? Here's the thing. You can actually buy Terrestrial Festival on Taobao. Actually, you can actually buy that. I've actually tried, and I bought one box, but apparently the shipping date is like 3 months. So basically, what's gonna happen is that you lock into a price, and they're gambling. They're gambling that the price will drop because of reprint, and then they'll send out the box. Now, what happens when they don't send out the box? I have no freaking idea, because I think they're gonna refund me, but I'm not sure. I'm still in that waiting process. The reason is this: every set is different. Terrestrial Festival, you could buy it at the Pokemon Center at MSRP, and the guys at Taobao are waiting for the stocks that people order from the Pokemon Center. Because you need to understand, there are a lot of mainland Chinese students studying in Japan, and they are not that rich, and they would love to make some money. And that's very simple. That's how they make money. You need someone to line up, you hire them. You need someone to line up for a Pokemon card, line up. Chikawa, line up. They're willing to line up. You use their time, they'll line up for you. So that's the case. Would I buy from China? In short, I would buy from a place where I can actually get some security. So if I buy from Taobao and it says that if it is fake, it'll pay you double the amount or something like that, yeah, I'll buy from those. Let's see. Investing in 5th anniversary Chinese box is one of the best investment I've ever made. Yeah, I mean, I to be honest, I knew it was going to do well, but I didn't know it was going to do that well. So that was actually out of my expectation too, Otto. How about the upcoming Simplified Chinese 151? Yeah, Jin, I think I've mentioned this earlier on. I think it's really gimmicky, but at the same time, I think that in the short run, definitely there's money to be made. Leo, is anyone in China? To anyone where in China, I'll go Hanyu. Yeah, so Hanyu means salted fish, and that is actually a app, and basically people buy and sell there, and it's like a, you can say it's like a Macari or something like that, but in China. So that is also possible. Non-scoper, Leo, I agree. He's making good content with insight that regulates don't have. Thank you very much, Non-scoper. So yeah, that's that. And I will consider making more of these live video. I mean, it's been a while, and it's quite happy to see all of you guys around. I bought a case of Collect 151 Journey Jumbo Booster Boxes, praying. Yeah, pray that they would actually deliver them, So, yeah. Anyway, hope to see you guys again in another video. Go and line up at the Pokemon Center. This promo will go to the moon later on. So if you can get it for free, get it for free, right? So, yeah. Battle Partner, I think it's going to be very readily available. Battle Partners, I don't think you should invest in this, honestly. But yeah, the promo, definitely go. How to use Japan PC? I think OKJLove and other YouTubers will have made a video. To be very honest, all you have to do is go and sign up for an account, sign up for a proxy shipping, and that's all you need. Right click, Google Translate, translate it to English, and you'll be fine. I managed to get both boxes after waiting in queue for 5 hours. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just gonna take a long time. Anyways, Merry Christmas and good night. Most likely, I will make another video before Christmas, but yeah, don't bet on it. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye bye.